Derek Adams' Ross County may have lost against Dundee, but after the final whistle, Derek Adams totally lost the plot. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football, and we're here to react to that meltdown, that rant from Derek Adams. Did he go too far? Did he lose his head? Or was he just giving an honest description about Scottish football? Is he entitled to run down his team, his players, other teams, other players, and the entire league in general, if that is how he sees it? We're going to listen to his post-match interview and then we'll talk about it.
Derek, a disappointing way to lose the game. Your assessment on today's defeat against Dundee?
Yeah, I mean, we were the better side in the afternoon. We had the better chances throughout the afternoon. We had most of the play. We created some good openings. We should have been ahead in the game. But that takes nothing away from the fact that the game was really poor. The standard is shocking, really. It's one of the worst games I've ever seen. It's just, I've been back here and I see the standard and I think, wow, any chance? If I'm a spectator and watching that today, I'm thinking, is this what Scottish football's about? It needs to get up its game. And we were better than Dundee. Tony Docherty has to say that because we were better than them today. Did the trouble us? No. And we've got to be better in the final third. But I'm so disappointed that we haven't won the game. To lose the game, you know, we've been done with a sucker punch at the end of the game. We give away a free kick. But in the final third, we've got to be better as well. We've got to take our chances. But the standard over the afternoon in the games I've seen is so poor. And that's something that, you know, I can't change at this moment in time. I'm so frustrated because, you know, I look at the squad and I know what has been spent and we've got to do a lot better. And, you know, these players have to do a lot better than they're doing at this moment in time. And yes, we had a bounce, but flipping it, the bounce, we need more than a bounce. We need, you know, players to be week in, week out. And that's my analysis of the game. I'm really disappointed to lose the game. We shouldn't have lost it, but we did.
It's been a big talking point, certainly on BBC. We've been talking about the standard this season in the league. You've been down in England for a number of years now, but you've obviously come back in the last couple of weeks, and you sound genuinely surprised at the standard here.
The standard's rubbish, and it really is. You know, the quality for a supporter to go and watch the games, to see passing movements, to see chances created, the amount of times the ball's given away, the amount of times that nobody's under pressure, that both teams, any team that I've seen, it's got to be a lot better. If this is the best product in this division, it has to be 100 times better than it is. And if I'm a paying customer at this moment in time, I'm not coming back to watch that, I tell you that.
And I suppose from your own point of view, you can influence that in terms of making Ross County a good team to watch.
We're trying, but you know, choices on the pitch. You know, you've got to be better on the ball. You've got to be calmer. You've got to be better executor. If you're playing in a forward position, how many goals do you score? How many assists do you get? And you know, I've left a team down in League Two that's miles better than this team. Miles, and that's saying something. You know, we had the bottom budget in League Two, and we're 100 times better than this. 100 times.
And there you go, guys. Derek Adams only just shortly returned to Scottish football. One bad result and the toys have already left the pram. Is he entitled to feel the way he does? I mean, it's one thing if you want to say you were the better side, or if you want to bash your own team, but he's completely just went at every single direction here. He's bashed his own team, he's bashed Dundee, he's claimed that his side were better than Dundee and that his side deserved to beat Dundee, but still maintains his side is shite. But he's not content saying just his side is shite, he believes every side in Scotland is shite. And not only are they shite, but they're 100 times shiter than Morecambe in League 2, who he also basically insinuated we're shite due to the small budget that they have. So this was an incredible attack here on Scottish football, and it comes just after a few days where we'd seen some great results in Europe. We'd seen Celtic, Rangers and Aberdeen all pick up victories in Europe. How often does that happen? Especially when all three teams had difficult fixtures. These were not easy ties by any means. Even when the Scottish clubs do have easy fixtures, it's very rare you'll get a clean sweep that all the Scottish teams win in Europe. So I think to get 3 wins just shows you that Scottish football, is it the strongest it's ever been? No. But is it horrible? Is it this terrible standard that Derek Adams is trying to suggest that it's at? I don't believe that for 1 second. I think he's entitled to say how he feels. If he wants to bash his team, that's fair enough. If he wants to say his team was better than other teams, fair enough. If he wants to maybe complain or say he doesn't like the way other teams set up or their tactics or whatnot, I think that's fair enough. But to come out and just condemn the entire league and the entire nation just because of a 1-0 defeat to Dundee, and I don't even think he's telling the truth. He says his side were much better and deserved to win. I didn't see that. I didn't see the full game. I've only seen the highlights, but I thought Dundee were the better side. If you just look at the statistics alone, they created a lot more chances, more shots, more opportunities, more corners. Just Dundee looked better. And it's a 1-0 win. It was a late win. Dundee won it at the end, and I'm thinking maybe that's what this is here. Emotions running high. He's conceded a late goal. Obviously doesn't like it. Who does? Nobody likes to lose a goal late. Nobody likes to lose a match late. But I don't know, to come out and say this kind of thing. We've seen managers get sacked and we've seen managers leave after making statements like this, after coming out and having interviews that aren't even as bad as this. We've seen Stephen McLean effectively say that the players weren't trying anymore, and that was the end of his St Johnstone career. Now, Derek Adams didn't say his players aren't trying. He just basically said they're all shit. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here with Derek Adams. Like, I want to see more shit like this in football. I think it's good to get passionate rants like this. I want people to actually, speak from their feelings and not just say the whole appropriate, whatever's good for PR, or whatever's social media friendly, or be professional and all that stuff. I like when managers and players give their true thoughts. I think that was good, but I do think Derek Adams has been unfair here. I don't think Scottish football is crap. I don't think it's 100 times worse than League 2. And I think he needs to just calm down. It was one result. It's a defeat against Dundee, 97th minute. Tough. I get that. But I don't think this merits the rant he's going on. Had he maybe lost 4 or 5 games in a row and Ross County were shit and they were like leaking goals, then I think this is absolutely fine. Come out and say this, by all means. I would back him. But just because of one 97th minute goal that's cost him a 1-0 defeat, he decides to come out and just bury Scottish football in general. And I haven't even spoken about national football and how good we're doing at international level. So, I mean, come on, Derek Adams. I agree with your freedom of speech, and I like the fact you're passionate, and, this interview is going to ruffle some feathers. I respect that, but I think you've went too far. I don't think this was necessary, and I don't think this was called upon. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Beanfog Football. Thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Peace.